Hi guys. So my name's Ellen. I have been a Herbalife coach, as lots of you guys know. For this is my 10th year, but I've had so many people ask me recently about the healthy active lifestyle activities that I ran back in 2013, 14, 15, and 16. And maybe 17. But yeah, so I had a lot of people in my team copying. It was a major part of helping me get to global expansion team and millionaire team. And it actually helped Jordan Long get to get team and then get 2.5. And it helped another girl get to millionaire team. And we had 5 other Get team members and 11 Active World team members in the team, all built their businesses through this DMO, as well as obviously events, following the system, the Coach Academy calls, and shake parties and business launches. But this was our daily method for most of us. So I'm going to share, we did so many different kinds. I'm going to share a little bit about them and a couple of tips. So I know that a lot of people want to and never start it, but I'm telling you, it is so simple. So I popped up here, that's me and someone else's baby, not mine on the right. I had black hair, so that's me. And then on the left is a picture of my daughter, Mia, who is 10 now, and she is about 2, I'd say there. And then Harlan, who she's boxing with, is Jordan's 11-year-old, who looks about 3. So cool. But yeah, so I put up a couple of key tips because this is what a lot of people don't realize. They think they have to do the most amazing, extravagant thing, and they have to be a qualified PT, and it's got to cost a lot of money, and they have to get all this equipment. And I just want to show you guys how you can actually do it so cheap, so simply, and just make it really effective. Because there's fit clubs all over the world, all over Australia, that don't really produce much new business. So I hope to show you the tips of how to turn it into something that anyone can copy. Your team can start their own and they can duplicate, and you don't need to be some millionaire team member or Get team member to do it. This is what you can use to get to those levels. So I hope that I helped today. So the fun, simple, magical is up there because that's the most important part of our fit clubs that we did. They're not just called fit clubs, they are called the healthy active lifestyle activities, but I predominantly did fit clubs, so I'll probably refer to that a lot. And so the main part is we kept it so fun. Anytime someone kind of felt like alone or set back, we'd be like, come over here, like come and talk to us, where are you from? So it was fun for people who came who were new, and we kept it silly. And we didn't push people to exercise so hard they never wanted to come back. It was just about getting outdoors and moving. We chose to do them kid friendly, so because we had toddlers ourselves, we thought this is perfect for people who want to just get out and move. And we often said at the Fit Club that we started this because we know it's hard to get kids into creches. Sometimes they're fully booked, sometimes they're $20 extra, sometimes your town doesn't even have a creche, and we want to exercise, and we thought, why not just do this all together? And so we kept it really simple as well. So I'll show you on the next page a picture of our setup, but it costs less than $50 to set the whole Fit Club up. And then you honestly sell one product and you make that back, and then you do it a couple of times a week. Like it's such an easy way to make serious money with just that one $50 investment. And then magical, so we would just share each other's stories and product testimonials, and we would focus on that. So we mainly wanted to keep it cheap, so our new distributors in another town who didn't live near us could copy it, and if they had no money to their name, they could start one. So it wasn't about making it the coolest fit club ever, it was about keeping it as simple as possible. And obviously you start making some great money and you come up with some cool ideas, but the most important part is to keep it as simple as possible so people can copy you, because that's the biggest thing that helped us. Is sure, I had people come to my Fit Club and I made sales of those people who came, but the exponential growth happened because I had 13 team members running their own. So they were inviting, they were talking to 10 people a day, they were getting 5 people to show up, and those people would want to start doing the business or getting product results. And that's how it kind of became massive. It wasn't about the 5 that came, it was the fact that it was so simple that lots and lots of people could copy. So the inviting is the key. I'm going to show you guys soon, but it's really important to set a number per day to invite to this DMO. So you don't want to just wing it and expect people to somehow see. Like, you need to put out those invitations, one-on-one messaging. Everyone you know in your town, say like, hey, we're starting this fit club, you should come. Bring your kids, it'll be sweet. And then every time you bump into someone and they're like, hey, don't you do that Herbalife thing? You'll be like, yeah, come on down to the foreshore, blah, 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 blah. So the inviting is the most important part. Otherwise, you will get no one there. Like, every business is like that, and everyone knows that in every other business. You can't set an event and expect people to come. You've got to do some promoting and inviting. So the stories, our stories, my story, whoever was hosting their story is the focus. So I'll give you a gist of what we would say. And then I'll go into the details. But the idea was, we'd do the promoting. We'd say, hey, come down to a fit club. It's free, or it's $5. And I'll get into that in a sec as well. And then someone would come up and we'd be like, hey, and I'd have a little camp table with a shake and a tea. And you only need to make like 2 shakes worth and like 1 boom juice, and that's it. Just giving people tiny samples. And so I'd say, my name's Ellen, like, who invited you here today? Or did you see our post? And they'd tell us how they got around to finding us. And then if it was someone else's distributor, we'd obviously refer them back. But if it wasn't, we'd say, this is so amazing. Or if it's a referral from one of my clients, for example, I'd just hand them a tea. I wouldn't say, do you want a tea? I'd hand them a tea and I'd say, this is going to give you energy for this workout. And I'd be like, and it's going to burn some fat too. And just be like silly and fun. And you don't have to be like a business lady, just be yourself. And then I would say, I lost 56 kilos using this stuff. Anyway, so we're going to do the workout. So it'd be about the stories, okay? And then you do the workout, and I'll run you through that in a sec too. And then at the end, you would give them a shake. You just hand it to them, don't ask, hand it, or I'd say chocolate or vanilla. Just hand them one of the flavors. And then I say, this is going to help repair your muscles. And these are what I took to lose my 56 kilos. And then I'd be like, and Vanessa lost 13 kilos using it. And Jess, how much did you lose? And she'd be like, 6 kilos or whatever. And then that'd be it. And then so we'd just mingle, and you put some music on and just stand and drink your shakes. And if people wanted more information, we'd say more. But most of the time we tried to keep it super simple, focus on our stories. And then, you know, we'd say add them to the Facebook group. So we had a group for Fit Club, and we'd add them to it. And then, so that's where we would post the next ones coming up. And then whoever was added, then you could private message them, because you've got their contact now, and then you can talk about their goals and do the whole sale there. And then, so for insurance, there is a public liability insurance you need to get. I think, don't quote me, I'm probably wrong because I haven't done it for many years, but it's around $100. And it lasts for the whole year. So it protects you if someone hurts themselves, basically. And if you hire a PT, which you can do as well, they have public liability insurance. So qualifications, no, you don't need to be a personal trainer. It's like a group, okay? So it depends where you live. So I found that when I moved to Perth, I felt better having a proper personal trainer, and I made the deal with her. I seeked out someone who would take the deal. So I said, I'll get all the people there. I'll give you $5 a head. And then, so we charged everyone $5 a head, and we just handed it straight to her. And she was like, sweet. So she was getting personal training clients out of it, and I was getting Herbalife clients out of it. And so that was a really good way to do that. And then the cost of the shakes and the teas on me, but I obviously made it all back really easily with people who came and wanted to lose weight. And then, or you can do them for free and do a fit walk or a fit whatever, I'll show you the next ones. And then you can it's just a group of people meeting at the park to exercise. So that's really up to you. Either way, you do have to have the insurance. You have to either get it through your PT, or they have it already, or you have to get it yourself through Herbalife. You can get it at myherbalife.com. So one more thing I would say, if you're going to take this DMO on, it would be to do it for at least 90 days. If people aren't showing up, you'll see a lot of the pictures have no one in them, or 2 people or 4 people. It's so important to just stay on it, because you never know what will come of it in a year. Okay. It's about consistently showing up. Me and Jordan, For example, we ran the Bunbury one for a while and we had no one show up for like 6 weeks in a row or something. And then maybe one and then none. And, you know, but we kept showing up. And then eventually Jordan went, get 2.5. So here is the setup on the left here. It's got a thermos of peach, a thermos of original, and just a jug of shake. I had a testimonials book there, a boombox, a camp table from Kmart. They're like $10, some little weights, mats, and a bucket. And as you see over here, we just printed out pieces of paper that says planks. So do planks there for 1 minute and then do sit-ups there for 1 minute. And then someone brought boxing gloves. So we had a boxing station. So we would just set up the stations based on however many people came and would do that. And we wouldn't instruct them. We'd say we're not PTs. We just wanted to all work out together. Is that cool? And most of the time, everyone was amazing. So there's the little setup there. Lots of people brought their babies, which is really cool. So that's why we didn't push people. We're not personal trainers. We just wanted to be like, hey, come work out with us. And we'd say like, go easy, you know, because there's postpartum people there. And we went so much easier than a class would at the gym that people always came back. So down the bottom here is one of our biggest ones, which was amazing. Like I think 25 or 27 people came, you know, like that took months to get it up to that. And then they probably half dwindled off, you know, but we ended up getting so much business from these clubs. And to this day, honestly, out of my 20,000 volume points I've been doing this the last few months, a lot of it came from the DMOs back then. It's just long-term business. So a couple more pics here. I love the ones of me and my baby, Mia. So that's her on the pink mat, the middle one, not the top one. And then, so we've got like Rihanna, one of my girls who went active on team, she's like one of my best friends. She's down here with her twin sister doing squats. So like we'd find a wall, do squats off it, you know, find a barbecue area to have the tea. If you live in the city, they probably want you to have a permit to be there. So find the cheapest park there is. That's really it. But in the country, it's fine. And then, so these are some of our girls there. This is a sign we got. So people drove past like, what are they doing? I got it off like Vistaprint for $30 or something or less, you know, get that later down the track. This one is just a massive one. Like you never know. Sometimes if you promote it really well, invite really well, you get a lot of people, and sometimes you do the same and you don't, but you have to be okay with that. So this is another one. If you are not as comfortable doing little workouts or whatever, you can have a fit walk. So this is Tara's girls down in Margaret River, a couple in Busso. That's the one I did down there. So like this is me here, and I had Archie in there. He was like 2 months old, so it was postpartum. This is in Dunsborough Foreshore. So you just literally meet, have a tea. We'll be like, this will give you energy. Go for a walk, come back. And like we just did that one out of the car. We didn't even have the camp table. And then we'd give everyone a shake and be like, this is how I lost the weight. Next, you know, like it was so simple. And we just chit chat the whole walk, and all the kids would run, and we'd have little toddlers here screaming. People would bring their dogs. It was crazy, but it was fun, you know. Some of the girls in Busso did dance fit. So I think Tracy George, who's not in my team, but she paired up with a lot of the girls in my team, helped run this and the next one, which is called Little Movers. But these girls were amazing. I think one of them was qualified to do this, and a couple of the other dance fits, no one had to be qualified. It's just dancing. As long as you got that insurance, it's so fine. And you know, they were just, I don't even know what routines they did. I would be too scared. It was like Zumba, super mellow. And then Tracy and a couple of my girls did these Little Movers. So cool. It's just like little babies running around having the best time. And same, it was like $5 to cover the cost of shakes, or $5 if you do a fit club to your PT, or no PT, do it for free, like whatever. There's one thing to keep in mind though, like that local personal trainers, if they're doing close boot camps, to not step on their toes, because that's their only income, is the cost of the boot camp. But luckily for us, we can do it for free or $5 because our income comes from the sales. So just keeping that in mind, to not step on any toes. But don't, if you live in a small town, don't not do it because there's one boot camp. Like just do it on the other side of town. That's what we did anyway. The most important thing, guys, is to keep it fun and simple. I think people expect so much information they need to know. At the end of the day, just like go and do some movement, bring a shake and tea. It's just like if you say, come over for a coffee to your friend, just come over for some sit-ups and a shake, you know, like it's so chill, so easy. Invite 10 people a day to get a couple of people there. Don't be disheartened if no one comes. Just keep going and do it over and over and over and over. So I hope that helps, guys. I really loved Fit Club. If I Like I have a huge existing business. If I was in build mode, like a lot of you guys, your world team or supervisor, and you're trying to get to the next level, I would be doing these. Like we were doing them a couple of times a week, maybe 4 times a week when my business was like the pumpingest. So if you want to go slow, do it once a month. If you want to go fast, do it 5 times a week. It's really that simple. All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope this helped. Have a good day. Bye.